Hi guys, it's Kelly. Today I'm back with a morning invigorating flow to help you start your day. It's about 40 minutes and really we're just gonna do what feels good. So if you're ready to practice, roll out your mat and let's get started. Let's begin in a child's pose. Bring the hips towards the heels, spread the knees nice and wide. Allow the chest and the forehead to melt down. Extend the arms long on the mat. And close down your eyes here. Allow the body to settle. Soften through the belly and the arms. Allow the shoulders to melt down. And just begin to tune inwards towards your breath. Maybe you have a furry friend walking around distracting you this morning. Just acknowledge and then return towards your breath. Return your focus to maintain your presence in this moment. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And begin to deepen your breath, filling the belly. And exhale, allow the belly to melt closer to the spine. Draw it up towards the belly button. Inhale fully through the nose, fill the belly. Exhale, completely draw the belly button towards the spine. Lift the head just slightly and walk the hands over to the right, send the hips over to the left. Stretch the left side body here. Passing through neutral, walk it over to the left. Send the hips a little over to the right. Really stretch the right side body underneath the arm. And inhale back to center. Press your way up into your tabletop through the hands. Bring the knees under the hips. Ground down through the pads of the fingers with the fingertips. Belly button comes to spine. Engage the core. Inhale, belly low, heart lifts for your cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tail, round through the spine. Chin comes towards the chest, cat. Inhale, belly low, heart lifts, draw the chest through the shoulders. Exhale, back to your cat. Just take this motion as it feels good in your own body. Feel free to bend the elbows, or maybe you shift the hips a little bit as you go through these motions. Let's take one more. After your next cat, return to your neutral spine in your tabletop. Extend the right leg back. Keep the toes on the mat to start. Press the heel back, stretch the calf. Shift the weight forward, lift the right leg, left arm extends. Find your balance here. Focus the gaze on the mat. Strong back leg, strong arm. Breathe. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, re-extend. This time, bend the right knee behind you. Reach back with the left arm. See if you can grab a hold of the inside of the foot. And if you have the grip, press the foot into hand, hand into foot. Keep the shoulder over the wrist. Re-extend to your tiger, and then lower the hand, lower the knee back down. Shift the hips back, child's pose just for a moment. Forehead rest. Circle out the wrists. Switch directions. Come back forward, tabletop pose. Belly button comes to the spine. Left leg extends back. This time stretch the calf. Shift the weight forward, lift the left leg. Strong left leg here. Engage all of the muscles. Right arm extends in front of you. Keep the belly button drawing towards the spine, so engaging through the core. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, elbow comes towards the knee. Draw in. Good, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, re-extend. One more. Draw everything in. Re-extend. Bend the left knee, reach back with the right arm. See if you can grab the inside of the foot. If you have the connection, really kick the foot into the hand into the foot. And release, back to your tiger. And tabletop, shift back. Child's pose. Reconnect with your breath. You can roll out the wrists or press the backs of the hands together. Sometimes it can feel nice to press the elbows in towards the mat. Palms come to touch. And then allow them to rest behind the neck. Nice. Come up towards your tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Slowly come to find your way to a downward facing dog, but allow the belly to be close to the thighs as long as possible. And then bend one leg and then the other. Walking out your dog here, stretching the backs of the legs. Can feel good. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes, super high up on the tippy toes. Allow the heels to come over towards the right. Straighten the left leg, bend the right. Little side stretch here as well. Come forward through center, high up on the tippy toes. Really press the mat away here in the hands. Heels come towards the left. Straighten the right, bend the left. And then come back up. Heels melt down towards the mat. It's okay if they don't touch. Good. High up on the tippy toes. Gaze comes forward. Tiptoe all the way up. Forward fold. We'll keep the feet hip distance. And fold. You can grab opposite elbows here. Shift side to side. Just allow gravity to help you surrender in your fold. Release the lower back. Good. Lower the hands down if you had a grip on the elbows. And imagine that there are weights on your arms. I want you to slowly rise to stand, but let the hands be super heavy. Let the chin stay in towards the chest until you rise all the way up, and then allow the head to rise. Shoulder blades come up and back. Draw the feet towards each other. Inhale, arms rise, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold, arms sweep all the way down. You can keep a bend in your knees here. Inhale, halfway lift, palms come to the shins. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, all the way down to the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Bend the knees, plant the hands, right foot steps back. Feet are hip distance apart, so adjust the feet if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank here. You can lower to the knees if you need to. Exhale, shift a little forward, chaturanga, and then all the way down to the mat. Belly comes down. Untuck the toes. Thighs are nice and close together. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, up, baby cobra, elbows draw in. Shoulders are away from the ears. Breathe. Exhale, release. One more, inhale up. Baby cobra, just a little lift here. Exhale, release, tuck the toes under. Press through a tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts behind you. Exhale, crunch the right knee in, step the right foot forward. Help that foot, get it up there, however you need, and then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be on the ground, on the shins, wherever you are. A nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Close the eyes here. Keep the thumbs on the sternum. Engage through the quads. Standing with purpose and strength. Being present in each moment. So tuning in to the sensations you're feeling in your body right now, in your breath. Blink the eyes open on an inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot steps back. Inhale, halfway lift. Gentle lift here. Plant the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to a high plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga, elbows at 90 degrees. Exhale, lower all the way down once again. Building strength, but also taking our time here to warm up the body. Tops of the feet press into the mat. This time, bring the fingertips to the edge of the mat. Elbows point towards the ceiling. Inhale, press of the fingertips. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Dip the left shoulder down, gaze over the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, gaze over the left. Dip the right shoulder down. Ooh, feels pretty good on my right upper shoulder there. Inhale, press through the fingertips, lift, exhale, down. Hands come down, find your way through your tabletop, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, crunch it forward. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Gentle back bend if you'd like at the top. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Nice. Inhale, rise the arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, sit back and down, chair pose. Breathe. Weights shifting into the heels here. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist it over to the right. So maybe the elbow finds the outside of the thigh. We haven't done really any twisting yet, so maybe you're giving yourself a little grace and not trying to push yourself too hard. So just twist as what feels good. Inhale back. You can do it. We're going to go to the other side. Twist over to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Separate the feet hip distance. Belly comes towards the thighs. Take your second and third middle finger, wrap it around your big toe, and take your thumb, let it meet your fingers. So this is our yogi toe lock. Elbows come wide, and allow the body to fold. Let the belly meet the thigh, or as close as it can. So keep a bend in your knees to start. And then use the grip to pull the body down as you straighten a little through the legs. Good, release the grip. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, right leg comes to the right elbow. Lift it up on your inhale. Good, and then twist it across the body, right knee, left elbow. Spin onto the left heel, sole of the foot plants. Kick the right foot out. Maybe the right side of the foot plants, and you open up the arm towards the left. Breathe. Good. And then cartwheel the left hand back down. Spin onto the ball of the left foot. Right leg lifts up, and then crunch the right knee in towards the chest. Step it forward, scooch the foot up, lower the back knee, shin and foot down. Low lunge. Stay low to start. Fingertips on the mat. Check in with your right knee. Make sure it's under the right ankle. And then we'll rise up, stretching the left hip flexor here. Breathe. Inhale, arms come high. And then exhale, plant the hands straight in the front leg. Right hip plugs into the hip socket, so really draw it back in space. Breathe. Crawl the hands forward, left hand plants, inhale, right arm reaches high for a twist. Nice. Bring the hand back down to the outside edge of the foot. Tuck the toes under, step it back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale the left leg high this time. Exhale, left knee draws in towards the nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left knee, left elbow rather. Inhale, up. And then cross it across the body. Left knee, right elbow. Kick the left sole of the foot out. Right sole of the foot comes down. Inhale, up. Breathe. Really spin the chest towards the ceiling. And right hand comes down. Left knee rises. You're on the ball of the right foot. Knee to nose. Step the left foot forward. Lower the back knee, shin and foot down. Adjust your feet. And then rise up. Low lunge. If it feels good, rise the arms. Breathe. And then plant the hands down on the mat, straighten through the left leg for our runner's stretch. Good. Come back forward. Plant both hands. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to high plank. This time we'll hold our chaturanga. Shift a little forward. Exhale, chaturanga. You're 90 degrees. And then inhale, upward facing dog. So press the tops of the feet into the mat. Press the palms into the mat. And then lift the hips. Roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Let's come down to the knees for a moment. Hips come back, child's pose. Reconnect with your breath. Tuck the toes under, find your way, downward facing dog once again. Inhale, left leg reaches high, step the left foot forward between the hands. High yoga lunge, or lunge. Spin the right heel down. Cartwheel up, warrior two, there we go. Oop. Arms extend out in a T. You can gaze back and make sure it's straight out and you're not lopsided here. Open up through the left thigh, building strength, building stamina. Good. Flip the front palm towards the ceiling. Reach a little forward, then take it back. Reverse your warrior. If you'd like, you can take a half bind by rotating the right arm inwards so the thumb points down, and then reach behind the lower back. Maybe one day finding the hip crease. Keep a bend in the knee. Good. Come back up, warrior two. Straighten through the front leg this time. Reach long through the left fingertips. Right hip comes way back. And then take your tilt forward, triangle pose. Ground the left hand down, perhaps on the shin. Wherever you are, you want to scoop the left hip under and rotate the body towards the ceiling. So we're nice and stacked. Good. If it feels good, you can windmill the right arm towards the front of the mat. And then slight bend in the knee as you come all the way back up. Good. Left foot is going to spin towards the long edge of the mat here. Setting up for our wide leg fold. Take your hands and interlace them behind your lower back. Begin to straighten the arms, shine the heart towards the ceiling, gaze high. Exhale with a nice flat back. Forward fold, wide-legged fold. If the arms want to lift off the lower back, let them lift. Stretching the chest here. Breathe. And then bring them to the lower back, your palms, and then release the hands towards the mat. And we'll just walk the feet side to side here, opening up the inner thighs. Just move at your own pace. I like to move super slow. Some people like to move a little faster. But for me, it feels nice to move slow and feel every muscle kind of stretching and opening. Okay, last trip to the right. Then we'll come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands to the hips with a nice flat back. Inhale all the way back up to stand. And we'll just switch sides. So spin the right foot so it's facing the back of the mat. Bend the knee. Adjust your feet if you need to. We should still be in heel to arch alignment here. Open up the arms, gaze over the right middle finger. Nice. Breathe. Building strength in the quadricep. Spin the right palm towards the ceiling, reach a little forward, take it back, reverse your warrior here. Option to bind. So if you're binding, spin, rotate the shoulder in, so thumb points down, and bring it across the back. Maybe you find the hip crease one day. Good, arms come back in a T, straighten the front leg. Reach long through the right fingertips. Left hip comes towards the left. When you can't reach anymore, then find your tilt forward. Ground down through the right palm. Breathe. Good. Inhale all the way back up. Hands come towards the hips as you heel toe your feet a little further in. Now heels will point in, toes point out. Let's find a little yogi squat here. Setting up in our goddess squat. Separate the feet as wide as you need for your squat, and then stack the upper body, cactus the arms. Good, breathe. It's okay if you take little micro sways here. And then see if you can come up onto your right toes. Lift the heel. Lower it back down. Squat a little deeper. See if you can lift the left toes or the left heel. Lower it back down. Squat a little deeper. You feeling it? And then lift both. Squat a little deeper. Good, plant the heels down. Rise up, star pose. Reach the arms high and wide. Good, and then bring the hands to heart center. Setting up for our pyramid. Scooch the right foot in a little bit. Hands come to the hips. Left foot points forward. The right foot is angled towards the right, so toes are at about a 45-degree angle. But your feet are hip distance. So notice your body and see if you're rotated towards the right. And square off so you're rotated center. Good. From here, take your hands behind the back. I'll show you here. And just stack the forearms if that feels good. We'll keep a nice flat back here, so try to avoid rounding at first. And then begin to slowly hinge at the hips. Come all the way till you feel your body wanting to round. Engage through the left quad. We don't want to dump anything into our knee. Equal weight in both feet. And then bring the hands towards the mat. If they don't touch, if you have blocks at home or books, you can prop yourself up. Or you can just remain upright with a nice flat back. Wherever you are, just take a few breaths. Good. And then rise all the way up, and we'll just switch it out. Right foot steps forward, left foot comes back. Stack the elbows the opposite way. If you're like me, I don't remember which way I just stacked them. So just gonna do it the funky way where it feels a little weird. Okay, feet are hip distance. Inhale, exhale, start to hinge at the hips for your pyramid. Right hip draws backwards, left hip drops forward to help you remain square. And then when you want, move on to where it feels good, you can release the hands down to the mat or your blocks. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale all the way up. And then step the left foot up to meet the right in your mountain. Beautiful. We'll move into a little bit of balancing now. So I'm going to come to the center of my mat. Inhale the arms high. Ground down through the left foot. Rise the right leg. Stork pose. Bend in the knee. Focus your gaze. Find balance. Good. From here, hands come to heart center. Shift into your warrior 3. So slowly allow your gaze to move towards the ground, closer to your left foot as you straighten the right leg. Maybe you're more vertical today. Maybe you're finding your capital T. Wherever you are, right hip draws down. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're kickstanding with the toe. All of these are warrior 3. So find your version. And then come back up, stork pose. Good. Challenging the balance here. You're welcome to put the foot down if you need a rest, but try to stay with it. Left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh. Find a twist. So rotate the body towards the right. Extend the right arm. Breathe. Good, then come back, stork pose, lower the foot, shake it out. Nice. Other side. Inhale, arms come high, ground down through the right foot, rise the left leg. Stork pose. Belly button draws inwards towards the spine. Engage the right glute to help with balance. Good. Hands can draw to heart center as you find your way into your warrior 3. Whoop. If you're wobbling, that's okay. Means you're finding balance, your body's working, your muscles are working. Breathe. And then slowly come all the way up. Take your time, because we're transitioning into our twist. Right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh, twist over to the left. If it's super comfy, your gaze can follow, or you can challenge the balance. Good, and then slowly come all the way back, stepping out of the pose. Nice. Good. Separate the feet, super wide on the mat. Heels point in, toes point out. Hands draw to heart center. Send the hips back. And I want you to lower as far as you can until your heels feel like they want to rise up. We want to keep the feet grounded on the mat. For some of us, we're going to stop right here, and that's okay. For others, you maybe can go all the way down pretty low. Wherever you are, if your elbows meet your thighs, press the thighs open and also squeeze the thighs into the elbows. So we're working our inner muscles here. We're not just hanging out. And if you're not all the way low on the ground, you're like, no, I'm not hanging out. I'm working my muscles. Good. From here, release wherever you are. Heel toe of the feet back together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to a plank pose. Hold your plank as we come towards the end of our class here. Build a little more heat. And lower the knees down onto the mat. Tops of the feet press down. Walk the hands out. Find your puppy stretch. Maybe the forehead comes to the mat. If you have more opening, maybe the chin comes down. Good. Walk the hands back, so come up. And then let's lower everything down, but keep the upper body lifted. So we'll find our Sphinx pose for a moment. Tops of the feet press down. Draw the chest through the shoulders. Good. And stack the palms. Let the forehead rest. Take a few breaths. And we'll take our palms, interlace them behind the lower back here. Bring the feet nice and close together. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. As you rise, straighten the arms. Keep pressing the feet. Our bound locust here. Then maybe the feet rise up. You can always release the bind and just fly the arms in your locust pose by the sides of the body. Good. Exhale, back down. Stack the palms the opposite way, rest the forehead. You can also bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs if it would feel good. Good. From here, hands come by the sides of the body once again. You can take the interlace if you'd like, or just find your locust pose. Arms rise, chest and legs rise. Keep the legs nice, straight and strong. And then bend one leg. See if you can grab a hold of the outside edge of the foot. Oh, and then bring the other. If not, just stay in your locust pose. But if you have the grip on the outer edges of the feet, find your bow pose. Press the feet into the hands, hands into the feet. Lift the body. Exhale, back down. Hands plant. Press your way back. Separate the knees wide. Wide-legged child's pose. Breathe. Good. Come up. Bring the knees together. Sit back on the heels for a moment. Take a few breaths. Neutralizing here. And then let's rock off to one hip. Extend the legs out straight in front of you. You can slide forward so the heels are at the front edge of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hinge at the hips. And then find your forward fold. Maybe you take a more passive forward fold. Just allow the body to surrender. And then come back up. Plant the palms behind the hips. Really extend the feet down because we're going to press into the palms for our reverse plank pose. Really press the mat away. Lift the hips. Lift, 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 lift. Exhale, slowly come all the way down. Good. We'll recline now onto our backs. Arms extend. And then slowly come down. You're in charge of how much core work you want to do today. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. You can rock around a little bit. Good. And then allow the right leg to come down. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. Give it a squeeze. Maybe it hugs a little more to the outside by the left shoulder. Loosen your grip. Take your twist over to the right. Rocking onto the right hip. I like to close my eyes here. Come back to center. Hug both knees into the chest once again. Extend the left leg down this time. Give it a nice hug. Release the grip. Find your twist. Gaze can follow the right shoulder if it feels good. Finding less effort and more ease here as we cool and finish up our practice. And come back to center. Good. Allow the knees to come together, the soles of the feet to come out wide. Breathe. Good. Now we'll bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to open. Set up your arms for your Shavasana. Extend them on the mat. You can rock the shoulder blades underneath the chest to lift the heart. And you can stay here in your Supta Baddha Konasana for your Shavasana, or you can extend one leg out at a time. Just find a place to settle in. A place where you can surrender and allow yourself these few moments to be present. Not thinking about the next thing you have to do. We do all of our yoga work, our practice, our asana, to get to this moment. A moment where we can find ease and contentment and space for ourselves to just be. If you're still in your Supta Baddha Konasana, you're welcome to extend the legs out straight. And we'll begin to deepen our breath. Notice sensations as they begin to re-enter your body and your thoughts. Swiggle the fingers and the toes. And take a nice good morning stretch. And then gently rock your way over towards the right. You can pause here or just press your way up into a comfortable seat. Close down your eyes, let the palms rest on the thighs. Soften the shoulders. Let's bring the palms together towards heart center. It was an honor guiding you today. Thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you again next time. Namaste.